I apologize. But I guess I'm gonna take the bait again because I went back and was listening to part of the video that you posted after audio with Devin and it's like I'm trying. I don't mean to do this, but I'm just giving you impressions. It ain't about indictment. It's almost like he's in there screaming. Someone else is talking. Is it not? It's almost like he's in there like listen to his cadence and his tone. I'm just saying at some point, he's had his tone shifted throughout his whole journey or whatever experience of, but he used to have a really like innocent, hey, I'm trying to help y'all guys tone. And then, especially after 12/21/19, he got all like, hey, I'm back from my hiatus. I had to go hide because I was scared and, blah, blah, blah. And then he had this, like, I am now Master Guru. And that's all. I'm tired of feeding that motherfucker. So, let's praise him or pray, for what he did. Like I said, I don't even know what a Hermes is. I don't need to. But I don't know. That's just my impression. It ain't about. We don't care about. I don't mean to keep bringing this up. I hope I'm not in the collective trying to make too much of this issue and y'all might be unintentionally responding. I'm just saying just the information, like he got insights. It's like, I never understood why he did a blood oath on being himself. Like, why did you why would you do a blood oath to be, a blood over, whatever. You did a blood something by the suggestion of quasi-luminous to be someone else. Now, if you did a blood oath or whatever to be yourself, now I can understand, but why would you do a blood oath or blood over intent, whatever, to be yourself? So if you're Hermes, you're Hermes. I'm just saying, that's just an impression I just got right there because his cadence was so off. But the section I just listened to, his cadence was so off, it's almost like he's in there like interfering with the consciousness talking. Like, hey, don't, that is someone else. I'm not saying that's the case. And of course, and then he keeps talking about charge. There's no charge. Like he's, y'all both probably talking code. Not saying it's bad, about something else. But he's just history going. What kind of tone is that? You're the one that says truth is the frequency. Why are you? And so who else would they'd be easy for the consciousness underlying to interfere with that, the consciousness, I don't know. Maybe he's channeling two consciences at once and the other, and Devin's in there saying, hey, disrupting the other conscious just enough to scream hey, you see you can hear that's not me. The tone, hear the tonal shift, hear the tone, it ain't quite right. I told you truth is the frequency, and listen to that tone and the absurd and the strange cadence. Why is he speaking that way? Just I'm so sorry to do this, but it's since it popped up on the screen there, I'm really surprised this issue came back up. So I'll just address, every billions of videos or whatever on YouTube and the internet. Who cares? So if this catches, this might rub someone. I just know, I just call it the trust fund thing, and probably so. I do remember there's just certain little instances. In all the sincerity, I would say 99% of it sincere. That what I thought information that he gave out in his videos, without a doubt. But I'd catch a little something here and there, and it's what? And I remember some woman came in one time wherever he was saying and talking about money or something. He just had to shut her up immediately. Acted like somebody. Did you go to the bank? And he just had to shut her up, and it was very, very strange the way he was acting about sorry, money, because these Mandarin people, just we don't know what you're doing. You just I walk around, talk for a living. You get no money on your videos, and how do you live? Talking about what we should do and what we shouldn't do and all this, and well, how are you living, brother? And never no explanation. Doing the Kramer thing, doing the Seinfeld Kramer thing. You live in New York, Kramer, and you have an apartment, and you never clock in anywhere. So whether he lives on trust fund or not, that would fit because that's kind of the way he acts. He acts like he acts like he has no responsibility in the world, and I don't know if that's whatever you take he said, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And invaluable information. I'd say I don't know where I got the information if he hadn't provided it. So so that sounded like it came from some superior consciousness, some loving consciousness. So I'm not gonna like kick him in the teeth, but like stop. Don't be talking like I ain't going and like expect us to listen to the actual words instead of your cadence and your tone. Your cadence and your tone is screaming something else. Is it not? Maybe not. I over extrapolate, man. I'm bad at over extrapolating sometimes. It's a very useful skill, very useful. I know it is. Experience, but you can tend to over extrapolate, and then you're like, oh, I went to, you didn't mean to. It's like you come to conclusions that aren't necessarily valid. All right, but that one instance there, the woman coming in talking about, did you go to the bank today or something? That was very strange. And then, like I said, that guy, he had just made this video with these dancing bears. And it was a cute little video. It was fun to watch, but these bears just kept dancing. It was very repetitive. And I was happening to watch one of his live shows, and some guy asked him like, "Hey, well, you should do about that." He asked him about like, "Hey, you do da da da." Like basically saying, "Hey, I just saw that bear video, and you like to do repetitive shit or some shit," and he just played, the guy was just commenting on like. He wasn't criticizing me. He was just commenting like, "Hey, is there is there a reason why you make a video like that with a bear dancing around?" I'm just summarizing, I think, what the guy meant. He was just noticing and wondering why. Like, why did you, what is the point of something like that? And he just played so strangely dumb. He treated that guy with such ridiculous disrespect. It was as a level of disrespect that was unnecessary from a higher-minded spiritual, higher-minded consciousness. Just no reason. Just like, oh yeah, I do that sometimes. It was, it's just cute and I like to do that or something. I don't know. It's just very strange. Like that was one. It's very, and they say you don't throw away the baby away with the bathwater, obviously. But it's like very strange way he acted about that. And of course, I go back to the money thing. Like, if he's got to use this for money, like, I don't know. Like, I ain't got time to, my butt over intent was too serious to be like trying to like consider what someone means something other than money than the actual fractional reserve banking system, where the money is digitally created out of thin air. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like I ain't got time to play about. Oh, you meant something else, but. That was, and to be honest, like that way. The way he shut that guy down was just saying, "Hey, you should, something like you make videos with repetitive scenes or something." It was just like hey, you should like to make. It wasn't all. Even if he was offended, it wasn't. He didn't say it in a very aggressive, demeaning way. It was about as neutral as you can say it, like, hey, what's going on here? I'm confused, and this is the only way I can ask this question. And Devin just like, it's like, Devin wanting us to be all connected and feel a part of the collective, of being a living soul. It was just strange the way he just excluded that guy, just dismissed him like he was irrelevant. And I don't know what Devin's doing. I don't even know if you care, but to disregard his tonal shifts and his strange cadence at times would be foolish of us. That's all.